Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over some thrifting habits that I have, so we'll be going over the stores that I go to, some of the pickups I've gotten, as well as what I look for. But first, we're going to go over the outfit I'm wearing right now. We have the pleasure shirt, which has been thrifted from Brooklyn. We've got this pearl necklace, which has this little horns at the bottom. I really like it. We've got these glasses from Crap Eyewear, the bracelet from Alix Studio, and I smell like Encre Noir Sport. It's very grapefruit and vetiver. So in the video that I shot at Buffalo Exchange, which is going to be the first location we're talking about, I went through and I got this sweater from the Kooples, which has these cool zipper attachments to it. It kind of opens up. It has this leather pouch inside of it, and I don't know if that's fully in focus. It's got this leather thing on the shoulder. It's not really functional, but it's kind of cool to know that it's there. I would normally wear it completely zipped up for the purposes of having almost like these military shoulder pads. I really like the zippers on it and the color, and of course, one of the first things and most important things when thrifting, the quality from a well-known brand name, the Kooples. The Kooples are like the poor man's Yves Saint Laurent, YSL in France. They're very well known for being kind of fast fashion meets luxury. They've got really good quality, and I go through a lot of my process of selection at the thrift shop when finding that. I also have these jeans from Diesel, which I got. When I got them, there was a giant hole in this pocket, which was kind of unforgivable, but they were only like $25. Especially for a designer brand with top-notch quality like Diesel, a pocket is forgivable because I just took it to a tailor and they just added a pocket to it. So these are a little bit big on me. They're a little bit like almost low rise, but with a belt they fit perfectly, and I am really happy that I got them because no more skinny jeans. Skinny jeans they're out, and these are a nice boot cut, kind of flared at the bottom. I will also talk about the rest of my outfit now. So in addition to this thrifted shirt, which I got in Brooklyn at a place called Friends, I also have these Craftsman jeans, which I picked up at Crossroads Trading, I think. And they've got some nice details, like these pockets down here. The logo on them, completely like broken, tarnished. I picked these up for $18. They've got this nice little hardware hook that lets you, where are my keys? So if you wanted to, you could take like a carabiner or something and just kind of like hang your keys there, but it's more for helmets or gloves or something that's not your keys. Although this is pretty safe, it's not gonna go anywhere. I'm going to show you a few more things that I've thrifted from New York, one thing that I haven't, and then I'll talk about some alternatives to thrifting and some of the benefits of it. Here's the thing that I didn't thrift in New York. I got it off of Grailed, it was a good price. It's a Vivienne Westwood turtleneck. I love the designer, and I always wanted to have one of these little orb ring things. This turtleneck underneath is not thrifted, but I got it on sale and it was on clearance, so I feel a little bit less bad about getting cashmere. But this corduroy jacket was, again, like $18 or $19 at Buffalo Exchange. It's in really nice quality. The only thing wrong with it is this button's falling off. I just put a safety pin there so that it wouldn't fall and I could sew it back later, but honestly, no one sees a safety pin, so I use that. I haven't changed it. I got this blue silk satin shirt at one of the thrift shops for like $15 or something. It's a women's shirt, but it fits me really well when it's like cropped. And one time I was wearing this and I was approached by someone that's like, you look like a Filipino Tom Cruise. And I was wearing this and it didn't make a whole lot of sense, and then we went to a comedy show and it's a whole story. I'll do a whole video on that story. But this thing gets you compliments and it gets you noticed, and I got it for like $15. This is an All Saints sweater that's kind of falling apart. I got it for a good price. It's warm, it's cozy, I love, again, All Saints is one of those brands where if you see it at a thrift shop, generally the quality is going to be very high and you're going to have a lot of potential for that thing to be part of your wardrobe for the future. So this is warm. I wore it basically all winter. It's got a tiny little logo here, but you could barely see it unless you are looking for it. Basically, this is a good pickup, and it's not gonna fit everyone's style because it looks a little raggedy. I like that about it, but it's large, it's comfy. Did it stop recording? It's large, it's comfy, it's warm, and I love it. I got this Helmut Lang long sleeve, kind of destroyed, red, dystopian looking thing. This is definitely not gonna be everybody's style, but I'm happy that I can thrift these kinds of avant-garde looks in New York, and I think it's better to go to a lot of these thrift shops like Buffalo Exchange and Crossroads Trading in these affluent neighborhoods because You're not going to a Goodwill in some neighborhood where people actually need the clothing. And it is just kind of like a sustainable upcycle way of doing fashion, as opposed to going and buying stuff at Zara or spending a lot of money at like Louis Vuitton or something. Generally, you'll get much better quality at a thrift shop because no one's wearing what you're wearing. You found something that uniquely fits you, and it's fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. Okay, so these pants will get their own video because they are one of my custom designs. They've got about 250 safety pins inside of them, used for gathering and other kind of like accentuating of things. I'm really proud of bringing this seam down here and having these gathering points above and below the knees. The thing that I need to change about this, and it will be the video, is I have all these pins on the back, and I thought it looked really cool at the time, but I can't sit down in these pants, so I need to change them, and it'll be a lot of fun to change them and do that in a video, so stay tuned for that. And finally, we come to our last thrifted item. This is my favorite thrifted sweater I've gotten. It is pure cashmere from Zadig & Voltaire. It's a few seasons old. It's got this nice skull detail on the back. You probably can't see that on camera. I'll bring it even closer. Yeah, you can kind of see the skull detail on the back, but really it's like tattered and kind of like old looking and warm, and it's got all these holes. It's not supposed to look like that, but I think it adds to the look in a lot of ways. It fits me really well. It's soft and it's cashmere, so this is really nice. So alternatives if you can't go to fancy thrift stores in New York because not everybody lives here. This is my dad's old leather jacket. He stopped wearing it for like, I don't know, 7, 8, 12 years. And eventually I grew up and I kind of fit it. For me, it's definitely an oversized look. And again, I'm into that whole avant-garde scene, the whole, clothing and expression as something where it's not always about having everything perfectly fit and clean and neat and everything. So for me, this is really nice. But if you have parents and they have really old clothes or just classic items, you can usually take something that they're not wearing and then put it on yourself and it'll look new again, mostly because you're younger and you're wearing it, but also because there's something cool about taking something that's like a family heirloom through, and I think that's a lot of fun. So back to the Koopel sweater, which again, I adore, I love. I think it's going to look really great in the spring and also in the fall in the future. This was part of my first thrifting expedition, kind of vlogging style. So I show you what it's like in the changing rooms. I show you my process of going through the racks and trying to decipher what's going on. I went to Buffalo Exchange on 25th Street and I was looking through the jeans for a while. I found, I think, a pair of Scotch and Soda. I found a pair of Naked and Famous, and I found one more pair which was high quality. I was looking for 3 things. I was looking for either selvage denim, I was looking for a wide cut, or I was looking for something that was brand new. And I think I found that in all these. Naked and Famous is one of those brands where if you find an old pair of them, they're usually better than any new pair of jeans you could find from almost any other brand. They are the denim supplier for many luxury brands. So with the jeans, it didn't really work out because none of them had the fit I was looking for. Some of them were too tight. I don't really like skinny jeans anymore. One of the major problems that I encounter when I go shopping for jeans is that I have a very skinny waist and long legs, and it's good problems to have, but at the same time, a lot of things just don't end up fitting me very well. The Alexander Wang pants that I had, they did end up fitting and they looked pretty good, but I have a lot of other black pants. I have so many pairs of black pants, so I don't really need them. They were expensive, I didn't need them, and someone else might appreciate them more than I do. I'm very happy having like wide black pants at the moment. It's kind of my thing. And then for the sweaters, I saw these 2 avant-garde sweaters and I thought they were so beautiful and so pretty, so I picked both of them up. I was hoping maybe I could get both of them and I'd have like a black look and a green look. And what ended up happening was they made me look super skinny and kind of tight. And I think 3 or 4 years ago, that would have been the look that I really would have liked. I really would have been like all over that, like as skinny as possible, like tight, and like skinny jeans or some other crazy pair of pants with like really tight and high and pointy boots. But right now, I think things need to be a little bit more relaxed and things need to be a little bit more comfortable to wear. I don't like it if something makes me look too skinny because I feel like I'm not as skinny as some people. I have friends in the modeling industry and they are so skinny, you wouldn't believe. So something like this couple sweater fits me, and it actually fits my broad shoulders, and it fits my frame. It makes me feel like I look like me, and not like I'm trying to like shove my body into some like sock tube thing. I like that for fashion, and I like that for certain moments as well. Like if there's a specific outfit where I really want to just like be all, you know, tightened up and everything like that, I would love these sweaters. I would love these sweaters, and they would serve me very well. But in terms of everyday use, I don't think that there's something that I would get a lot of wear out of, and I don't think that there's something that I would use for a shoot either. So I had to say goodbye to both of them, unfortunately, despite how beautiful they were. I hope they found a very nice home. So that brings me back to this sweater from the Kooples. I thought I wasn't gonna get it because I thought I didn't need it. And honestly, looking at clothes, if you look at it from like a thrifting or like an absolute need perspective, I didn't really need this, but it was at a good price. It's from a brand that I love, and I really like the zippers. I think they're kind of unique. They take something that's very pedestrian and very everyday and kind of elevate it into a little bit more of like a, you know, a dressy vibe. You can dress this up or you can dress this down. It's very versatile. And I look for that in clothing because if you can have something that does both the high end and the everyday street style, then you found something that's a good piece that'll be a part of your wardrobe. And it's something that you'll wear. Whenever you're thrifting, don't just buy stuff to buy stuff. You can buy stuff to buy stuff. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. You can buy stuff to buy stuff. But when I go thrifting, in my mind, what I think is what's going to serve me the best, what's going to be a very practical purchase, and how am I going to be able to express myself every day through these clothes? It's not as easy as you might think to go to a thrift shop and just pick up whatever, because you might end up with a bunch of stuff that in the moment you think is great. In the moment you're looking in the fitting room and you think, wow, this fits me so well, I look so good, or you think that like it looks really nice with what you're already wearing, or you might just be wearing something a little bit less comfortable that day and it might fit a little bit better. But you need to remember that all the things that you thrift, all the things that you buy should be intentional, because that's how you build a proper wardrobe and that's how you end up expressing yourself through style. So I hope you enjoyed my guide through New York City thrifting and a little bit of other tips and tricks here and there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe, comment, like, you know, or dislike if you didn't like the video, if you thought this was like a bad thrifting guide. Leave a dislike. We don't see them anymore apparently. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. It should be about Fashion Week. Thanks so much, bye.